Coach, obviously you come up on the wrong end today. What's the message to the team? One game left to go here.
We got 7 days together, and we didn't finish that thing real pretty. And I don't mean by the way we played. I mean by the way we handled ourselves, and us losing our emotion and losing our cool. And that's not who we are. That's not what we work for. And, so we got some soul searching to do here on the ride home, and find out how we can finish this thing the right way, and really put it on the shoulders of those seniors, and how they're really going to lead this program, and what kind of direction are they going to leave it, and how they're going to put their last foot forward.
For ECU offensively, Trayvon Brown, 270 yards receiving. You spoke so much about 50-50 balls. Was that the case today of guys being in position, just got to make the play on the ball?
There were a few of them that way. I think some yards after catch. The 96-yarder in a zone coverage is not. I think he broke a tackle and ran an extra 50. So then he's really good at what he does, and they take some chances and throw it up to him. And we didn't have a whole lot of answers for it, and it cost us.
Offensively for you guys, coming in ECU defense, ranked at the bottom in a lot of categories in the NCAA. Other than the penalties, how were they able to be effective and kind of halt you guys a little bit?
Well, first half they played a bunch of zero coverage. Got on our guys and pressed them, and probably realized that that's not our strong suit right now. Is getting off of some of the press man coverage, and they challenged it. And we didn't do a great job in the first half. We hit a long one to give us a little bit of momentum, and but they didn't change. They didn't change until they got into a position where they didn't have to do it as much. And I give them credit. We couldn't get off. We couldn't make the big plays we needed to generate the momentum.
Offense or special teams wise, we talked last week about how important it was. This week, James Smith averages his best game, over 50 a punt, a couple inside the 5 there. Talk about his play all year. That hasn't had a punt that's been a touchback yet.
Yeah, he's done a really good job at that. Obviously, last week, that's what you like to see in the kid. Last week was not his best performance, and we dropped the punt. We actually dropped 2. We ended up taking, not even getting the 1 punt off. And this week he came out. Obviously, he's a mature kid. That's why he's 23, 24 years old, and he's got a bright future for us.
Coach, moving on, you mentioned you got 7 days left with these guys. Special game, their last game at home for the seniors. But for these younger guys too, it's one more opportunity, one more week of practice. How important it is for you guys evaluating this team going forward to see them come out and play well next week?
It's very important. I mean, for us not to have the opportunity to even have the bowl preparation, but we can really work with those guys a lot. And it's tough. It's tough to get a lot better. So we've got 1 week with them. We talked about that briefly in there, and that's what the future is, and that's what the future holds. And those seniors have got to do a darn good job of making sure that that they know what that means. And so it's a little bit on them too to say, hey, I know that it's not going to end the way they wanted to, but their leadership will be measured really on how those guys perform next year, because that's the way they leave. And if they tank it and they don't do what they need to do these last 7 days, then that's the feeling that we'll have, whether it's on them and the example that those young guys will have.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck next week.
Thank you.